We're going to do a brief video on Bitcoin price prediction, Bitcoin news today. We've got a daily chart up here with three moving averages. We've got a green 5-day, a red 20-day, and a blue 200-day moving average. And we're going to take a look real quick here, going back to the spring of 2022 at the end of March. We'll see Bitcoin bounced off of and hit resistance at the 200-day moving average point right here, and entered into a really classic looking little bear market. Bitcoin doesn't trade exactly like the other instruments, but it's similar. We can see that it had great respect for the 20-day moving average, and sold off down to this level here. This looks like about 26,700 level, and then went sideways for about a month or so. Maybe almost exactly a month, went sideways, and then resumed its final sell-off down here to its lows in the third week in June at 17,600 level. So that from that point on, we've been essentially backing and filling, trying to find some support and some interest in a rally for Bitcoin. You can see that we've been inching up towards the 200-day as it's come down, and this is still a considerable distance between the 200-day and the price to have a sell-off, and so that's not really a bullish indicator. We would have expected this price to get closer to the 30,000 level before we had a sell-off, getting closer to the 200-day moving average, and we didn't get that. So I would say Bitcoin is still fairly weak. It looks like that's obvious given its current price, but I expected a bigger rally. We didn't get it. We're today at about 19,688 so far today, September 1st, on a daily session. We're below the 200, below the 20, and just below what's turned into a sideways 5-day moving average. So looking at this chart, it's very difficult to determine what's going on. Essentially, we're in a bear market. We're below all the moving averages that are relevant, and it's a dangerous market to trade now, especially if you're not real nimble. This previous low again was 17,602, and we're still, quite a ways away from that, a couple thousand at least away from that. So not a huge concern, but that could easily get there in a couple of sessions, especially as you move over to a holiday weekend. So I'm not predicting that, but this is all for entertainment purposes only, all my opinion. But I would say you have to be careful trading this market now, because it's definitely in a bullish phase and definitely below all of the relevant moving averages. Other than that, there's not a whole lot I can say about this market, except that it's a trader's market, even a day trader's market. So let's go down here and take a look and see what Bitcoin looks like on our algorithmically generated trading. We put these out. RBAM Research puts these out every morning before 7 a.m. for Bitcoin and a lot of other securities. And for today, the 1st of September, it's got a 1, 2, 5, 10, and 20-day holding periods. These are trading days, not calendar days. And it looks like on a one-day hold, it said 20,128. So let's take a look at that. So it looks like it's traded through that, and it probably, we'd have to take a look and see if you could have already made some money on that today. Let's take a look. $20,000. Let's see. Let's go over here. Could have made just a few bucks today trading that. Sometimes you can this one-day column you can day trade. A lot of times you can day trade the one-day column, and it looks like you might have made a few bucks today, but it's still early. Normally the way these work, if you buy today on a one-day hold, you would buy today with the intention of closing out at a loss at the end of the trading session tomorrow, the next trading day, or take your profits as soon as you get them. So these are all take your profits as soon as you get it, or hold it and close it out at a loss at the end of the trading periods. Obviously, you expect to make profits, but you may not do that. You may have a loss. This is all for entertainment purposes only. You have to do your own research, and you can't rely on any of these entry prices for anything other than entertainment. But sometimes you can day trade the one-day hold column, assuming your own analysis says it's a good thing to do. So that's how these work. Buy today, close out tomorrow. If you were to buy the 20-day column, buy today, close out at as soon as you take a profit, or at the end of the 20-day holding period with a loss. You can get these absolutely free every morning before 7 a.m. Monday through Friday. We don't do anything on the weekends, but you can get them at rbamresearch.com. In addition to crypto, we cover 190 stocks, the major forex pairs, and the major most liquid futures contracts. You can get them all before 7 a.m. at rbamresearch.com. There's a link in the description below. And my analysis for today on Bitcoin price prediction, Bitcoin news today, is to be very careful trying to trade this market until we get some kind of clarity as to what's going to go on. Are we going to go down and test these lows from June, or are we going to rally up here and test the 200-day moving average? Right this second, there's not a really reliable way of looking at that, and so I would be careful trading this market in either direction right at the moment. If you see this price come above the 20-day moving average and above the 5-day moving average, then we're probably going to go up here and test around the 27.9 level. If you don't see that and it stays below this 20-day moving average, there's a really good chance we're going to take a shot at back down into the 17,000 level and test the new lows. But you kind of have to wait and see what happens. If we're going to go up, I would expect to see some gradual trending up until we got above the moving averages. If we're going to go down, I would expect to see a spike like this one right here on June 13th. I'd expect the sell-off to be very severe if we got it, and the rally to be soft and a more traditional rally like this, perhaps, if we go up. So that's my best Bitcoin price prediction, Bitcoin news for today. And don't forget, rbamresearch.com, absolutely free. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you want to subscribe, please do that. If you have any comments to make these videos better, please leave them in the comment section below. We'd love to hear from you. Keep in mind, everything you've heard or seen here, including our entry prices, is for entertainment purposes only. It's all our opinion only. You have to do your own research and can't rely on our entry prices for anything other than entry prices or analysis for anything other than entertainment. And you definitely trade at your own risk.